Hello. Hello, world. Big old, beautiful, amazing world. This video is in alignment with something that's come to me recently of when we speak to people, especially the ones closest to us. Are we speaking to their purpose? Are we speaking to their higher self? Who they are as a spirit, who they are as the most beautiful creation that we know them to be. If you believe in a higher source, a creator, universal energy, God, Buddha, whatever you believe in, is there a higher creator that's connecting the people we know as a spirit? And if so, are we speaking to people as that spirit? And while speaking and interacting with people, if we're speaking to them as their purpose, their soul's purpose, that's who we see them as. Not what they do, not what they say, not anything that gets in the way of seeing them as their purpose. Then, while speaking to them, would it make it easier to speak in compassion truth? What I've found is that people do things, say things, or don't do what they say, or say they're going to do something and nothing happens, or whatever reasons, and we don't know what's going on in people's life. We also don't know why some people choose to purposely fail at things, purposely not keep their word on things, not do what they say, because the outcome is they get to reinforce them being a certain way, reinforce a story of them not being their word, reinforce something that we can bring compassion to. And we can remind them the power of being their word. We can remind them of what it looks like to live a life of being our word. Now, with that said, if we're being our truth with people and we're sharing, hey, this is what I noticed. Hey, you said you would do something. Hey, I feel you judging me. Hey, I feel that the way you're being with me is not so great. Can we look at that? Is there something I said or did? Is there something that you'd like to get complete? Is there any support I can give you for what's going on in your world such that you are nicer to me, so that you are complete, right? So whatever is there. Now, interesting enough, if we're bringing compassion to people, beautiful, we're bringing compassion. And then if we're bringing truth to people, that's beautiful, that we be our truth. We let them know what's there. And they're going to receive what they're meant to receive. Some people are willing to be responsible for how they show up, for what they say and do. Some people are going to resist and think it's you and you're wrong, and how dare you bring these things up. That brings up another distinction, right? How people react to when we bring our truth is how they react. Yeah, so no meaning to it. How people react is how they react. Now, if how they react is choosing to be responsible and being a thank you for you bringing it to light, for you bringing it to them, that's somebody that's on your vibration. That's somebody who's at your level of seeing things such that you can communicate, you can co-create, see things the same. And when it's a thank you, then it's a safe place to give truth and to receive. Now, to create that platform of giving truth, sharing what's there, sharing how we felt, sharing something, and somebody not taking it personal, it takes a high level of person willingness to look at these things. Now, the person speaking the truth, who are they being behind their truth? Who are we being behind our truth? If we're being, if we're being anything other than love and compassion, people are going to feel it. Even if we're bringing love and we're bringing it with compassion, can we bring it softer and more gentle to meet somebody where they're at so that it's received? I find myself often bringing compassion. And because I love this person, I'm going to give them the truth. I'm going to let them know how what they're doing or saying has impacted me, and how it can impact their life if they don't shift it. That's coming from love. It's because I love them. And if I didn't love them, I wouldn't share it. I would just let them go about their way. And when I love someone, I take the time, I take the risk of them being angry or sad at me, not wanting to play, not wanting to be my friend. I take that risk because I love them, and I'll give them that gift so that they get how it's impacting me and how it might impact the people around them where they go in this life. And if I wouldn't give them that gift and I wasn't my truth, and then somebody else wasn't their truth, then that person might just continue doing those things and having an impact on relationships that could be closer and stronger. And instead, what they're doing is putting distance in between new people they meet. Therefore, I choose to be my truth. I choose to come from love. Now, I'm doing my best to bring compassion and more gentleness to meet people where they're at. So here's a distinction. If I'm seeing somebody as their purpose, their bigness, and I choose to only speak with compassion truth, meaning if I'm not putting compassion with it, meeting somebody where they're at, I'm not going to give the truth. That's my new promise. Compassion truth is where I'm at. And that's how I'm going to deliver information. That's how I'm going to deliver my truth. That's how I'm going to share how I'm impacted, how I feel. What's there for you? How are you doing at delivering your truth? Sharing what's alive for you, sharing with somebody how they say and what they do, how it impacts you, especially going into the holidays. How are we doing at being our truth, being real? Now, if we're really confident in giving our truth and we know it's coming from love, can we bring compassion truth? Can we bring compassion truth so that that person feels like we're meeting them where they're at, like it's perfect where they're at, and are they willing to look at something? Compassion truth while speaking to someone's purpose, their bigness. We're speaking to perfect beings of Creator. And if we're willing to speak to them in a way that they feel compassion from us, there's a better chance of them receiving us. My offering is that as we go into the holidays, we all look at how we can move away, forgive, let go anything from the past, so that even if someone's reminding us from someone from the past, we recreate that. We let them and we let ourselves know who they are for us, and that they're not somebody from the past. They're this new person. They're that person we love, we look up to, we appreciate. They're not somebody from the past. We see their bigness. We let them know what their bigness is and who they are for us as a perfect creation. And if there's something that comes up, we be vulnerable. We take responsibility for anything that's on our creation. And we bring compassion truth. Who's in? Who's in for this game? Thank you for listening. This is a big one. This is a really good one for going into the holidays. Let go, clear out, forgive, recreate somebody. Let the people know who they are. If you've been judging them, let them know who they are for you. And every time you judge them, let them know who you are. You start judging somebody, hey, mom, I want to know that I look up to you. I appreciate you. We're so much alike that I see me and you, and I love you, and I love myself. Keep recreating until it's owned by both people. There's no chance of a story getting in the way of love, right? From my heart to you, from my heart to the people around us. If there's nothing there, there's nothing but love in the way. Nothing but love in the space. And if we start to put things in, judgments, assessments, this, that, then we're putting other things in the space other than love. Let's play that game this holiday. Let's shift the dynamics. Let's play the game at the dinner table of Christmas and holidays and who we're with, going in a circle. Imagine going in a circle and just creating the person to the right of you, of who they are for you, how much you love them, and the bigness you see in them. And everyone creates everyone. And then have some food and let that food nourish that creation. That's a game worth playing. I'm gonna pause the video. I'm open for some questions and feedback. I appreciate y'all.